I am Maria Garcia de Fleury. Carnival is music, color, fantasy. Carnival is also history and tradition. For the Christians of medieval times, Carnival was the representation of paganism. The people hid under masks and costumes, parades, dances, and feasts were held, bonfires burned, and animals were sacrificed to attract fortune. It was a period of permissiveness, of social criticism, in which the rulers, the nobles, and the clergy were ridiculed. Carnival is a very widespread festival throughout the world, although it does not have a specific date. Although it has a pagan origin, it is directly related to one of the greatest Christian dates, Lent and Holy Week. Lent is a period that takes place before Christian Easter and in which devotees abstain from eating meat, practice fasting, prayer, penance, along with religious practices such as the Stations of the Cross and retreats. By knowing when Easter is, we can know what day the carnival begins. Exactly 40 days pass between both days, which is the period popularly known as Lent. It begins the Tuesday after Carnival with Ash Wednesday. In places like Venice in Italy, it began to be celebrated as a holiday in 1296, and although it was prohibited by Napoleon, it was a way for citizens to escape from problems and the government for a few days, and its time it also served the nobility to mix with the rest of the people. Hence, the masks have a very special importance in Venice. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Carnival was known because the Spanish and Portuguese during colonization time brought them and they mixed it with the native culture. Nowadays, samba and float parades are the main attractions of this celebration. In Santa Cruz de Tenerife, it has been celebrated since 1600. Today, it attracts many tourists who do not want to miss the parades and the costumes. Also in Spain, in the city of Cadiz, chirigotas, the bass drum, the snare drum, and the guitar are very typical, which are the instruments that provide a soundtrack to song lyrics and ironic and sarcastic verses, always critical of current political and social events. In Venezuela, Carnival has parades, troops, and musical shows, in addition to the election of the Carnival Queen. Its origin dates back to colonial times when the Spaniards brought this tradition from Europe. At first, the carnival was an exclusive festival for the colonists, a celebration full of dances, costumes, and masks, where Catholic influences and pagan traditions were mixed. Over time, this festival was transformed and adapted to our culture. What began as a culture as an European party became a unique fusion of cultures where each region of the country added its special touch. For example, in El Callao, Calypso, the comparsas in Carúpano, and so on in different regions. Currently, the Venezuelan Carnival is an opportunity for everyone, regardless of age or social class, to come together to enjoy and express their joy through dance, music, costumes, and parades before beginning Lent, a time dedicated to God because we know that with God we always win.